as they come up at turn number 4. 15 laps to distance, and we are green. Whoa, a lot of smoke pouring out of Darren Cox's car on the start as he goes into turn number 1, running in the 5th spot, and green is out. And it's Deej on the outside. Him and Kim Cook battling as Deej to the front. Dan Salmon's way in the back. They're getting way up high, looking for some racing room. Now Kim Cook gets up a little high and Fulper moves. It is Meyer and Deej. Deej on the outside. Got us put it dead even through 1 and 2 as they move down the back. Now it's Meyer just edging in front, and he grabs the lead. Right on his back bumper, letting him know he's there. It's almost like he's a trailer of the number 67 as they move into turn number 3. Meyer down into turn number 3. Search is going to go to the outside. He's going to try to blow by him on the outside. Meyer, true to his groove, down the front. Checkered flag for John Meyer, and he will win his first feature here.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Meyer.
All right, it's Fulper grabbing the lead as they move down the back for the first time. Joe Dill second, Cale Ross into the 3rd spot, followed by Alan Bleacher. 3 wide behind him, and Grosso coming into the top 5 already as they race down the front. 7th spot as they work up at turn 4. Grosso again down the bottom under Cale Ross. Grosso now even with Ross working and gaining a little bit each and every time around, but Cale Ross is not giving an inch, running a nice smooth line, holding on to second, but it is Grosso edging in front of him, and Brandon Grosso will be second as we complete lap number 5. Bone in front of the leaders, not too far. Well, Fulper just bobbled a little bit coming out of 4. That's all Grosso needed for his momentum, and Grosso has the lead at the halfway sign. Joe Dill pulling out on the backstretch. The bottom, Fulper lets it sail. Not enough, though. It is Grosso with great bite off a turn 4 and a checkered flag out for Brandon Grosso.
Ladies and gentlemen, the only Bellmead Bullet, Brandon Grosso.
All right, wingless sprints coming at you as they work up a turn number 4. Green is out. Saccone out in front. Here comes Cornell under Heidi Hedden as they work up a turn number 2. Cornell down on the bottom, and they chase after Saccone. 3 wide back there is Bobby Butler trying to get through the middle. Looked like it was going to be 4 wide for a second there as they race back down the front. It's Saccone out in front. Cornell. Heidi Hedden was right on Cornell's back bumper, and she gets a run on him coming out of turn 2 as they race down the back. Christopher Mole in the 4th spot. Here they come up at turn number 4. Green is out. Through 1 and 2, working down the back. Now Saccone grabbing the lead as Go Down gets by Cornell. Ryan Go Down into second now. Cornell in the 3rd spot as they race back down the front, halfway on the field. 10 down and 10 to go. Looking for enough for the slingshot, can't get it. White flag is out. Final time around. Go Down throws it in hard, pulls up alongside of Saccone. Saccone pulls back in front of him as they race down the back. 2 turns to go. Go Down's going to give it everything. Dives down near the inside guardrail. Saccone off the corner, high, wide, and handsome. Checkered flag for Lou Saccone, his first win of the year.
Liquid Lou lays out the goo and gets her done.
All right, here they come up at turn number 4, racing. In the turn number 1 and 2, Kyle Caney on the outside grabbing the lead. We are 3 and 4 wide back in the middle of the field as Ryan Simmons and Ebby Ridge trying to work their way up. Off at turn number 4, Kenya out in front as they come down the front. Martino second, then Tanner and Dory. Oh, look out, Ratchford upside down in turn 2. Still looking for his first ever crate win. Here's the green flag for Kenya and Martino as they come down the front. It's Kenya off the inside, grabbing the lead as Martino sweeps to the outside. Then Tanner and Dory as they race down the back. John Almick, who started back in the 11th position, is up to 6th now, the number 38. And this is just the completion of lap 2 as they come down the front. Down the back into 3. He's about 6 car lengths ahead of Tom Tanner now. Final turn. Kenya a little out of shape, but he holds it on. Checkered flag for Kyle Kenya down the front.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Kenya.
Rupert on the last row. Here's the green racing. Pakenham bolts to the lead as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Ciccone takes up the chase as they move down the back. Ryan Cool into the 3rd spot, then Oswald off at turn number 4. Here comes Ciccone down the bottom. Whoa, a couple of cars sideways, hard crash. As they come off of turn 4, green is out. In the 1 and 2, boy, it's really crowded back there in the middle of the field. 3 and 4 wide racing going on. And Ciccone charges into turn number 1. Oh, they're all packed up back there as Pouch trying to get by Cool and Barney. And Barney and Pouch both go by Cool. They're side by side for 3rd. Here comes Billy Pouch on the inside into the 3rd spot now. Back to his lead. He'll start on the inside again. This time Pouch on his bumper. Here they come. Green is out. Ciccone out in front. Billy Pouch off the inside, follows him through, slides up in front of Pakenham for the 2nd spot as Pouch Jr. down on the bottom. The kid's kid now looking to get by Pakenham, a car that he drives on occasion for Pakenham. Will bring the field off at turn number 4, racing. Pouch looking for the slider right up to the Nerf bar of Ciccone. Ciccone squeezed back around him side by side for the lead. Pouch slides up in front of him this time. Off at turn number 4, Billy Pouch to the lead. Don't look now, John McClellan scraping against the inside guardrail, looking for some bite. Here comes David Van Horn and Ryan go down. Pouch in front of Ciccone, Pouch Jr. 3rd, McClellan right there, but here comes Van Horn on the outside, DVH in the 4th. Kicks the wheel, Pouch Jr. hanging tough, green is out. Yep, smooth through 3 and 4, go down, closing in on Pouch Jr. He won't have enough. Here's a checkered flag for Billy the Kid Pouch.
Ladies and gentlemen, he can hear you now, Billy the Kid Pouch!